offenses about to take the field below us in this one.
Both potent, but they certainly go about...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Right to the air is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Ready? On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throwing on first down. Beck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a give, right. Felts, and some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rodgers now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great... They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They run the counter. Felts, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And it's a fumble. And he's got some space here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. Let's go. On first down, Beck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw on second down, Beck going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back, Charles and I. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 79 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're coming off a loss to the Washington Commanders, but so far here on their way to rebounding nicely. They lead as they take the field for 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game. And on 1st and 10, Beck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Felts, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Felts, and he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Looking to throw. Beck, he finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd down, Beck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he's stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second.
And across the chalk into the end zone. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The end result, 21 yards. Operating from the gun. Beck. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Beck. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down now with that clock rolling. A safety valve here. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
And this one is right through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And shutting him off, now open field. Past the 20. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive. Rodgers to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's got room at the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And his kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
From the 6.